Welcome to the current podcast. Thank you for joining us in another episode of Sports Wave.
Yes, sir.
This is your producer Byron alongside Maury. We got Enzo in the
¿Qué
building.
pajo, qué
And we
pajo?
also
Soba
got
huevos, soba
Manny in the
huevos.
building.
Hey, how's it going?
How you guys doing?
Very well.
Montón de soba huevos aquí.
Oh, no, hombre.
Hey, well, montón de huevos, aparentemente.
Aparentemente. Did you guys know that there was boxing here in LA this weekend?
Yes.
Did you guys know that? You know
I knew
Mike?
that
I mean,
just
Enzo?
because
Who boxed?
a friend we follow, he was like there building the stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he posted like the videos of the boxing match.
It was in the Galen Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that
Where
where
is that?
Galen Center is where USC basketball
Is
plays?
that what the
Mhm.
Puerto Ricans fought? No, is it?
Is that where Eladio performed?
I think so. It might have been.
Because that was
yeah.
the only boxing event I saw
Yeah.
going on this weekend. But that's really what I want to talk to you guys about. Is
Yeah, that's it? All right, bet.
is how
All right, guys.
as-
Thanks, man. We'll catch you guys on the next
Have a
episode.
good one.
Peace.
We turned it on just for a few seconds.
Come on, bro. That sounded like that's all you wanted to talk about.
I said that's what I wanted to talk to you guys
Yeah.
You
about.
said that's all you wanted to talk about.
That's not- I said
he,
that's
he
all.
wanted to bring
But,
up Eladio,
But I
bro.
want to
He's
ask you
been
guys
on-
about.
He's been on the Eladio train now that he's realizing how good
We're going to
Eladio
just flip
is.
this to a music.
Well,
Yeah,
not
bro.
just that.
But,
Not that.
I
My whole
mean-
thing is that he didn't just come out. He wasn't just a walkout song. He performed with him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
he
something that we don't
performed
see
behind him.
very often. My
Really?
question is for you
You don't-
guys.
What you mean?
You don't watch boxing enough.
Tyson Fury. How did that happen, bro? What you mean?
But you don't see it every boxing
Oh,
fight all the
obviously.
time.
Yeah.
Every
It's
the
single
fight.
You're
time.
Fighter.
tripping, bro.
It doesn't
Yeah.
happen all the
Jay
time.
Bowen did it for
Majority-
Canelo, bro.
Yeah, majority of the fight, yeah.
But
it's
it doesn't
ha-
happen every single
Oh,
fight.
it's only those fighters
Okay,
that can afford it.
yes.
The
All right.
fighters
Bing,
that
bing,
can-
bing, bing,
There you
bing, bing. Bingo, right here.
There you go. But do you think that guy was able to afford Eladio, or is there was also a connection there to Puerto Rican and all that stuff?
I mean, it
It's
could be
support.
the Puerto
That's a lot of
Rican.
support
Connection
right
there.
there
It's
for
connection.
sure.
Yeah, but
Uh,
at the same time, that's exposure for Eladio, dude. So it's like he's gonna take it
My question
because
is,
he's still blowing up. Like,
what artist would you guys walk out with? Performing
Yeah.
with you guys? Because I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, if I was a fighter,
I know what. Hey,
first of all, my song would be the "You Suck." You
This guy's gonna be
suck.
like Kobe Covington.
You suck. That's the song he came out with.
yeah.
Oh,
he
shit.
came out to the
Yeah.
Cardi
Oh
B song.
damn! Is that
bro.
where I heard that shit from?
Yeah.
Hey, I think that was. Hey,
Masvidal, bro.
hey, that's historical.
He's been
bro.
doing that for a while now.
That's
Yeah.
historical though, bro. I would take that. That song to me, it takes me back to SmackDown, WWE, Channel 13, UPN.
So that's a song you would walk out to, but like
Drake.
artists that you would walk out with
Exactly.
that's performing a song.
Mauricio would do Drake. No friends in the industry, bro.
No, Mauricio would do The Weeknd.
Never.
Sick, yeah.
That's what
Which
he's-
song by The Weeknd?
Never.
He's on that wavelength right now.
Never.
What song by The Weeknd?
And
though?
Never.
and then
He
Byron,
would- he
Byron,
would-
I can't feel
Byron,
my face
Byron would do.
because you're about to get down and you're not able to feel your face.
Byron was gonna do the Grams rapper. I forgot something Grams or the baby.
I
and
think
the
the baby.
baby.
The
And
baby
then-
would be most likely.
Manny would
A
do
little baby.
J Balvin or
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, most likely. Bad
To be
Bunny.
honest, I'd be coming. An artist I'm walking out with, Freddie Gibbs.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple songs that I want to walk out with him to do it.
All right.
Duggan.
Who
And
el-
he has that voice that's gonna be like, yeah.
who I'm gonna come
Hell
out
yeah.
with? Let's say. I think I'm gonna come.
As
out.
of lately, when these questions been coming up for me, when it's like it's the first person that comes to my head.
I can't.
If you start
bro.
thinking about it too much,
I haven't
Music
been
is too
listening
hard.
to a lot of music lately, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Fuck it, Mike Towers be the guy because that's who I've
not
been
a bad
listening
one.
to
Yeah,
lately.
not a bad
Mike
one.
Towers. Yeah.
all right, Manny,
I've
your
been
answer though
listening
Baguettes.
for you. Who?
Baguettes?
Baguettes. That song, Baguettes by Mike Towers, is really
Oh
hard,
yeah,
bro.
she's hard. Yeah.
But who would be your artist?
Well, you guys already said it.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I said it
bro.
actually.
He said J. You said J Balvin.
I said J Balvin or Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
I was just saying
Alright.
J Balvin because just to
And then I would like that song, Pa Guerrear, that he does with Mike Towers. That would be a hard song to come out to.
What about you, Byron?
He said the baby.
Yeah,
That'd be one of
bro.
them. But if I would choose,
But what
Oh,
track?
he
What
chose.
track?
He chose. We're not.
What
we got.
track,
He
bro?
got to speak for himself.
Little
Nah,
Baby.
I'm speaking for everybody today.
Little baby. The baby or the little baby?
And then
Lil Baby.
Mauricio would do Aerosmith.
Sick.
Dream on.
Yeah. Drown. His opponent's dreaming on to beating him, but it's a dream.
Walk
so it's
into
not gonna
Barbara
happen.
Streisand or what?
I'll probably walk to her too. Or you know who I would walk to? Stairway to Heaven.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a
Some
long
Led
ass
Zeppelin.
entrance. Be a long ass entrance.
Or the
13-minute
or just because since we watched Batman recently, I do
Oh,
that.
that song's hard.
Something's in
By
the
Nirvana?
way.
Yeah, Nirvana.
Yeah, that's a sick ass song.
Something.
Nirvana.
Yeah, that's interesting. Which you guys' decisions there. But yeah, we're in March, y'all, and we've started March Madness.
Which
So,
I haven't even paid attention to.
You're fucking dripping.
I just heard that the refs have been bad.
I've seen a for you games myself. Not all of them.
I just heard that the refs have been bad this year. Though.
Honestly, I've been kind of the type of guy that's been boycotting college athletes for the longest.
Why they get paid now though?
And all of
They
a
get-
sudden, okay, bro. You know what percentage of the athletes get paid? Do you know?
Well, basketball
The
is one of the
top
sports.
1%,
One of the
bro.
sports
Yes.
that get more of
Okay,
that.
but even within that, do you
The
know which?
top 1%?
Do you know
Which
what
one is that?
percentage?
Which one?
The
What's
5-star
percentage?
recruits, the 4-star recruits, the 3-star recruits.
What's the percentage then?
Dog? How many 5-star recruits?
I don't know. You're asking me what the percentage is. I'm not sure. So I'm
It breaks down to like like around 5%, like maybe 10%.
Hablando
It's-
mierda.
it's-
Yeah, hablando
I'm
mierda.
gonna just bro. But I don't know the numbers.
Puro
But
de verga, 5%.
honestly,
cabrón.
bro, look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know the
So
numbers.
right now, the way
but
that
we can look it up.
the way that it works though is the way that the UFC works. The NCAA is not paying these players, obviously, but
Yeah.
you can use your image and likeness to get paid,
Exactly.
and that's for all sports across the field. So
It's all about your personality.
It's all about them.
then.
Then it's
Okay,
all
how
about
you
what
sell
they're
so
your
that's
image.
why
I feel like that one kid that got on the mic recently and cussed on live air, he's gonna use that to monetize himself.
he didn't
too.
cuss. He edited himself on air. First of all,
But he's gonna use
flying,
that moment.
He said flying something
He's
instead
gonna
of
use
saying
that moment,
fuck,
though.
He said flying.
You're gonna use that
But
moment
check this
to do
out.
something. Why
No,
not?
this is yes, he could,
it's
but
all
this
marketing.
Yeah.
this is the difference of what I'm saying. What was announced with Barcelona today on their sponsorship?
Bro, we're talking about Barcelona versus
Wait,
NCAA
let me
partners.
finish what I'm about to say so I can prove my point. What was announced?
Spotify.
Spotify, right? On a Barcelona jersey. Is that player getting paid off of the Baylor, the UCLA? You're getting paid by your own image, but the school's getting paid for your image too. Where's your cut for what they're making off of you? That's my issue. The school should be paying them, not the sponsorships, because you're wearing their jersey.
Well, that's why we have the NBA for. But before, they couldn't even make money off of their own likeness, bro. They couldn't even take if somebody wanted to take out a girl or something like that, like a female athlete,
Yeah.
she couldn't even accept that.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
No, bro,
What do
no
you mean?
athlete
I
could
couldn't-
accept.
I couldn't pay for my roommate's dinner.
Yes,
or lunch,
bro. That was
because
against
that was
the
against
rules.
the rules, bro. They found out like they would get in trouble, bro.
Yeah, but like
I
So,
mean, at the end of the
again,
day, it's
that
there's steps
that's
to this.
small, again.
There's steps towards this, and I'm glad that athletes can at least
Yeah,
now do
no,
that.
that's cool. But to me, it's like give me the whole enchilada. Don't give me crumbs.
Bro, there's always gonna be steps towards it.
Yeah. Hey, at least they got the door
And
open.
anything in history, things have to take.
All right,
steps
so what
towards to get
about?
there.
All right, I mean, it's fucked up. What about the former players that never got to get shit?
With the what players?
The
former players.
like
that never
Reggie
got money.
Bush they took a fucking Heisman from him because of he took payment to go to college. No shit, bro. He was broke. His family was broke. That's my point. They just offer students. Oh,
I
I'm gonna pay
understand
for
that,
your
but
tuition.
you can't go back like you
No,
can't go
you-
back and
oh,
start.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But if your school, bro, so then, but yeah,
this whole
Reggie
thing
Bush has
started-
to
this whole
has
this thing
a,
also
there's an
started with-
alumni program right that Reggie Bush has to pay into because he graduated from that school. So it's like, why can't you pay it back to his family? If you graduate but you're paying after you've left, you get what I'm saying?
But then again, we got to look at who we're blaming here. We're not blaming USC because USC is the one that gave the family the house and all this stuff. It's the NCAA that took the Heisman away.
I mean, but that's the master.
But at the
Like, what are
same
you
time,
talking
but
about, bro?
But at the same time, the schools have been doing
All right,
have been doing these things to get the athletes
You in the
into
house,
school
man. You in the
to
house.
all that stuff. It's been
Anywho.
like that. Yeah,
Moving
I
on.
mean, the tangent went off on you, bro. When you started bringing
Anywho,
Barcelona up and all that shit.
but nah, it was just a point I'm trying to prove because of the sponsorships. They get a cut from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
The cool thing is that UCLA right now is going to go up against
yeah, I was about to
UNC.
say no. UNC is going to against UCLA. I thought you said UCLA is going to USC.
I said UCLA is going up against UNC.
Oh, I heard USC.
Yeah, bro. Slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll.
Bro, you need the fucking the audio here is louder on my headphones, please. Just on mine. Just kidding.
I'll
And
be over here.
I think Duke is still in it, right?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, they're up against Texas Tech on Thursday as well. So we're going into what looks like the final Sweet 16. We're going into 1, 2, 3.
I think there's
4,
been
5,
one
6,
or
7,
two number one seeds that have been
12.
upsetted. I just can't remember what school.
There's
Yeah,
there's a lot of
16s.
teams that are getting upset right now.
Sick.
Right now, yeah, Kansas is still
Too
in it. They're a
many.
number 1 seed. Number 2, Auburn lost to Miami of Miami University. Yeah, Arizona's still in it. They're number 1 here on this side of the country. Yeah, but Baylor's the
Who's
one that
gonna win
got
it?
upset. Baylor got upset.
Who's your
against
Final
UNC.
Four, Mauricio?
The way it's stacked right now, let me see who's gonna if they would face each other.
Nah, just off rip. Like you said, first answer, first night coming in your head.
Well, I gotta see. If I can't name teams that are not gonna make it though.
That was a test.
UCLA, bro.
That's one for me. Zags is another one for me.
Yeah, they're at the
Michigan, bro.
bottom.
They're not at the bottom. What are you talking about?
They're at the other side of the bracket. Is what I'm trying to say. Because Gonzaga's right here. UCLA's up there.
Gonzaga
So
won it last year. didn't
Gonzaga would go up against Duke or Texas Tech if they win. UCLA is a good squad, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those teams that are just.
they? Gonzaga won it last year, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be one of those teams.
Was there even one last year?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. I believe it was Gonzaga
Yeah,
versus
that's
UCLA.
when USC and UCLA were both they were like in the Elite Eight. And that guy that's with the
that's right.
Cavs right now was
Yeah.
balling out for USC.
Yeah, that's right. That was the 2020 that didn't have March Madness.
No,
Yeah,
2020 was the
exactly,
one
yeah.
when it didn't happen.
2021 did.
Anywho, moving on.
Lomachenko's gonna stay in Ukraine. He was offered a fight.
This
to
fight
go-
was already gonna happen, and he left already because of the Ukraine fight. But now he just
he was
decided
offered
to stay.
to fight though in June in Australia
no,
against him though.
it was in
against
August,
but this happened today.
Yeah.
right? And it was the fight was for August 5th in
I understand that,
in
but they offered
Australia.
him something else in June, and he declined it because he's gonna stay there to keep.
When
fighting.
in June? What are you talking about?
June 5th, bro. That's
The
what-
news came out today. Bro.
Yeah, but the fight that would okay for once the fight was on for June. Then he went to Ukraine. They followed up with his manager,
who was gonna be the opponent initially.
Kambosas.
Okay.
So it's the same opponent. This is a guy that's in line. You don't you in boxing it's not like UFC where
You can change it and trade it.
no, it's if there's already a guy in line
in
because
that division, there's a lot of opponents though.
but it's because of the belts. And Lomachenko's fighting but he's not gonna fight for nobody. Like he already beat that one the I think he's African Conley or something like that, and he beat his
But
ass.
he lost to Teofimo, and Teofimo lost to Cambos.
Right. So that's who he needs to fight. So that's why it was like, and this fight was set up after he won this last fight, where it was like, oh shit, Lomachenko's back, but the fucking war started and he's from there. So then today I saw the news that they said August they came back and they told him, are you willing to leave and so you can start your training camp? And he said, no, I'm here to fight the fucking war. So Lomachenko's, I hope he doesn't get killed, bro.
Yeah, we would have to find out what his role is. If he's in the front lines, what is it that's something that we kind of mentioned when we first heard about these athletes going over there. Is like they're serving in the war, but like to what capacity and all that stuff, But still shout out to them for going out there and doing that. But we got some MLB news. A lot of stuff has going on. More importantly, with the Dodgers, we have Freddie Freeman now that has joined the Dodgers.
First baseman. He joined from the Atlanta Braves.
Yep, he's
So
from the
he's
defending
part of the team
champs.
that won the World Series last year.
and
Yes, sir.
they now have
And he can get us on base. He can,
the Dodgers now have 3 out of the 4 last MVPs on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the most important thing is you slap him in the middle of the lineup. That's gonna relieve a lot of filling bases and then not getting runners in.
But are the Dodgers filling up the weakness from last year?
That is the weakness from
They
last
don't
year.
have to spend a lot of money on the bullpen anymore because you could have the pitch hitter if I'm not
Pinch hitter?
mistaken, right? So
Or
then
designated hitter.
That's
yeah,
the other
yeah.
that's the other thing that helps them out. That they don't have to have a huge bullpen.
And then Jansen leaves the Dodgers, huh?
That's why
Yes.
that's a pitcher. Leaves the Dodgers. Joe Kelly. We
But
also
these
lost
are all these pitchers specifically
or to fill up the bullpen.
Kelly and Jensen, but
Yeah.
not just to fill up the bullpen. There's pitchers that you have that are they're starters.
Yes.
You have relievers that are
Yes.
being put in after the
Mhm.
5th and 6th inning. Then you have setup guys that are like Joe Kelly,
Yeah.
and then you have
your
the closer,
closers.
which is Kenley
Yeah.
Jansen.
Yup.
So
Yeah.
these guys that we lost, they weren't just like bullpen players that you just see them. They just throw them in there in the middle of the game.
Mhm.
They have a specific role.
Yeah,
and
they have
purpose.
a specific role, but what I'm saying
But
now,
are they
because
filling?
of the
Are the Dodgers filling the gaps with the people they're losing? Is my question.
well, the thing is that they don't.
You just
need,
said yes to one, Mauricio.
they
but
don't
what
need
about the rest?
to. They don't need to in a sense because since now the pitchers don't have to bat, they can focus on having a smaller core and then focusing their money into other positions.
Yeah, so it's
So it's
gonna
all connected.
it's gonna put
basically.
more strain on their starting pitching.
Yeah.
But we're
So,
gonna
a huevo,
go
yeah,
into
no
a year where
mames.
we're gonna have Kershaw back for another year. We're gonna have Bueller, Urias, what's his name? The other dude, I can't forget his name, but there's a couple of them as well. But Trevor Bauer got his leave extended, so we'll see what they do with that. We spoke about it last week and the difference between him and Deshaun Watson. So if you guys listen, you go back and listen to last week's episode too. But in addition to that, the Braves are the ones who got Kenley Jansen on a 1-year deal. Joe Kelly went to the White Sox, and when the season ended, we also lost Corey Seager.
Shortstop.
But we just got in Trey Turner, which is just as good as a shortstop. When it comes to
Corey
pitching,
Seager's going to the Texans.
when it comes to pitching, they're gonna Texans.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, the Rangers.
The Rangers. Yeah,
The Texans
sorry.
different.
But it's still
different
in Texas. That's what
Nah,
I
nah,
was
nah, nah,
thinking.
nah. I had said the Rangers. I was like Texans.
Hold up, Texas Rangers, isn't it?
Yeah, but not the
Yeah.
Texans. That's
Not the Texans.
the Texans.
That's
Those are Houston
football.
Texans. Yeah. So
Same
that's MLB
foosball.
for you guys. The season's about to start in like a couple of weeks.
So,
I'm gonna
huevos.
be out there. I'm gonna go watch a game or whatnot. I want to go see the Freeway Series as they call it against the Angels. So we'll see what happens this season. But you catch me out there.
Yeah,
Dodge
yeah,
game.
whatever.
NFL news now. The Saint Hopefuls
They broke Byron's heart.
gone. Deshaun Watson to the Browns.
Not to the Saints.
Yeah, that's a weird ass one, but
I could see the reasoning in that. The money guaranteed.
money guaranteed. I mean, they gave up picks for him and all that stuff. And the Baker Mayfield thing is just not working out in
So where's he
in
gonna go?
Cleveland. It's
a
rumored that
question
he's gonna
mark.
go to Seahawks because the Saints just extended Jameis Winston for
2 years.
2 years. So I think he's gonna probably go to the Seahawks. I think that's gonna be the team that's gonna go in and get Baker Mayfield. And what other
Pete
thing?
My
Carroll-
thing is,
Pete
where-
Carroll and him not gonna mix.
I've heard things that Pete Carroll's on his way out as well.
Cause
That's
it's a
why-
rebuild over there.
Yeah, and that's why Russell Wilson left and all that stuff. So
would that mean Jimmy G still stays in the San Francisco?
most likely, unless they find a trade destination for him,
Or
just
he
like
goes to the Saints.
because just like today,
Where'd you want
the
him?
Matt Ryan
Got traded.
got traded to the Indianapolis Colts.
So I got a question for you. Does that mean you're gonna be a Colts fan?
Hell no, bro. See what I'm wearing right now, dog? You know, see what I'm wearing?
But Peyton Manning started there.
Nah, bro. They did him dirty. They did him dirty.
You did him dirty.
They did him dirty, and
You didn't pray hard enough in the
they-
Super Bowl,
they
bro.
got
I
nothing
always
back
tell you
from
that,
Bruh.
bro.
They got nothing back.
I always
from
tell you that you should have told God, "I'll serve you for the rest of my life."
Bruh.
But you didn't pray hard enough.
Mhm. Definitely.
Hey, bro.
That's
when
why.
the
That's
Lakers,
why. That's
when
why.
the Lakers win in 2010,
That's why the
I
Saints
know
got
what I
Jameis
was praying
Winston,
in.
bro. You,
I got
your
that
your
one.
your
You
prayers
know
have
what
been
I'm
weak, bro. Your
I
prayers
know-
have been weak because
I know
Jameis
what-
Winston coming off an ACL
Hey,
injury.
bro, I didn't pray for
Damn.
that. I didn't pray for that.
You ain't praying at all.
I was just
apparently.
praying for
according,
rings.
according to your.
I was praying for rings. I got one on you and the
Okay.
Colts.
And ever since then, hasn't been answered. So you haven't been praying.
Hey,
I guess.
bro, you had
All right, so
you
yeah,
had to go to
Von Miller's
you had to
going
bust
to
to
the Buffalo
Miami.
Bills now.
LeBron.
After saying that he was going to come back and he wanted to run it back with the Rams, he goes to the Bills.
Relax.
When I first saw that move, I'm like, man, he's back in the AFC. But at least he's with a contending team. But
Yeah, it's a
we'll see, y'all.
It's a good squad.
The Buffalo Bills. Devontae Adams got traded after being franchise tagged by the Green Bay Packers. He's now going to be a Las Vegas Raider.
That
So
connection
That's
to Carr.
tough.
and now, yeah, Carr's going to have a legit receiver now. He
Plus,
can't,
I think they played in college, right, Byron?
Yeah, they were college roommates. Yeah, and they played together in college.
also,
correct.
so I don't know huevos.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Say it right.
Interesting. And your boy Robert Woods, Manny, got traded to the Titans.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
So I'm
who's
gonna be
that, bro?
in.
Who's my
Yeah,
boy?
yeah, bro. I said that. But we're gonna have to see what happens with the Rams there, man. Because Aaron Donald hasn't re-signed too, and you said that he said that if Von Miller don't come back, he don't come back. So
Exactly.
the Rams could look very different this coming up
I
season.
think he retires, bro.
Matthew Stafford
Oh,
got
shit,
a
huh?
Aaron Donald.
Matthew Stafford got an
Aaron
extension.
Donald? Nah, I don't think he should retire.
He said that he was gonna retire if they didn't run like the team.
Really?
I was, yeah. He wasn't gonna come back.
And who hasn't came back already?
Well, you already have Andrew Winsworth already. Like he already retired.
Bro, he came out of retirement just to play for them.
Yeah, just for that one. But then he's
There were so
already
many injuries.
retired. And then you also have what he just said. My boy supposedly, Robert Woods, who also left the Rams.
Got traded.
Yeah.
But they did sign Allen Robinson. So see how.
And
that
they
goes.
they gave a huge contract extension to Matthew Stafford.
They had to secure the bag.
Hmm
Yup.
Even though he throws picks.
Every quarterback does.
Everywhere.
Sorry, Manny. I have to just throw that out
Yeah,
there.
but he does it a little
Even
more than
Tom Brady.
others.
Bruh,
Everybody.
everybody does.
Everybody.
He does it a
It's
little
all-
more than
Bro,
others.
Peyton
It's just-
Manning. Ask Mauricio. Peyton Manning throwing in the Super Bowl
It
and
just
they hurt
all
him.
depends
That fool wanted to
on.
cry in front of me, bro.
It just depends.
And he didn't pray hard enough. I'm telling you, bro.
It just all depends on what your quarterback does after he throws the pick.
Yeah, how he comes out of the hole.
And he puts his
There's
head down.
pause.
Hey, look. He puts his head down and goes to the sideline and just takes a seat. That's what happens after he throws a pick.
Nah, there's some quarterbacks that get back in there, throw another fucking pick.
And then guess what happens after that pick?
Go back to the bench, put his head down.
And then this time he might fucking look at the second string quarterback like, fuck.
Yeah.
jobs.
That's what was happening to Drew Brees in his last season.
Or he might get so upset, bro, that he breaks an iPad.
Oh, at least I didn't have to jump ship and go to a whole new team, Mr. LeBron.
I'm a Raider fan, low key, and I'm a Rams fan because they just won the Super Bowl. Bro,
Hey,
get the
hey,
fuck out. The tapes are
I'm
there,
talking
bro.
about Peyton
Bring
Manning,
out
bro.
The teams, the
I'm
tapes.
talking about Peyton Manning.
I'm
He
still
left
a
the
Peyton Manning
Colts.
fan.
He left the Colts, and then he went over there.
So
It's not like
they
Drew
did him
Brees.
dirty, bro.
Drew Brees
Look.
got done dirty
So
by
look.
the fucking Chargers. First of all,
Nah, bro, because there was
that motherfucker was young.
Peyton Manning still had a lot in him, bro.
Bruh.
And bro, he went to
Bruh.
2 Super Bowls after that.
Bruh.
How many
He
Super Bowls
won
did Drew
the-
Brees go to?
You won the
One.
Colts a ring.
Cool.
Bruh.
After that,
Bruh.
when did he go in?
So
Choke
huevo.
City after time.
So
after
why
time,
los
the whole
huevos,
team.
pues?
At least Peyton Manning has more rings than Drew Brees, right?
Yeah,
Que
bro, he
eso,
ro-
los huevos,
got
te
to-
estoy
got-
diciendo.
Bro, for me, Peyton Manning
Who
got,
has more rings, Peyton Manning or Drew Brees, huh?
besides that fact, Peyton Manning got to go out
Who
the
has
best
more
way
throwing
that
throwing yards?
any athlete
Who has
can,
more throwing
athlete
yards?
can go.
Yeah, he went on
Who
top.
has
that's
more
for
picks?
Sure.
That's the best way.
That is. Kudos. He deserves
what I mean?
flowers. But
Drew
his-
Brees, though,
his-
at the end of the day,
his sofa huevo right here does not. All right?
at the end of the day, Drew Brees, though,
You do not deserve flowers.
well,
Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Hall of Famers like that deserve flowers.
Okay.
But your analytics on this conversation. I love you, brother. Anywho, UFC this weekend was fun.
the first card in London in like over 3 years.
Bro, the
Yeah.
last time we were in London, we saw some 2-piece and a soda.
Sir,
And this time, what you guys think about this card?
this is a great card.
This is a really good card.
I
For a fight night?
I saw
For
the
a
whole
fight
thing.
night?
Yeah. I saw the whole thing. There was a lot of wrestling
Yeah.
matches that were good,
Yeah.
like grappling matches that were good.
The first one caught me, bro. Like the first one, I was like, damn.
Can you put the list up?
Because
No, not the list,
Tapuria is, I guess that's how you say his name. He's
Spain.
German descent. From Georgia. This called the country called Georgia, part of Germany, and then he's also half Spanish. And then he's 12-0. So then I was like, "Oh, who is this guy?" And then
a lot of the guys in this international card, we don't know who the fuck they are.
But also he's surprised, bro. I mean, dude, Herbert threw a kick that brought him down, and I was like, "Oh snap, this guy's about to he just got knocked out." But then he stood up real quick, shot, and took it down to the wrestling, and man, he took out Herbert nasty, bro. Just knocked him out cold, bro.
Did you see the female with the
especially because he's
you
only
see the Scottish chick?
5'7", bro.
Was she Scottish? The one that did the spinning elbow?
No, she's Irish.
Irish? Oh,
Irish,
that shit was that shit
Molly
was,
McCann, this girl here.
Yeah,
that was
that was
vicious.
another one that I didn't think was winning.
Hey yo, Patty, man, that motherfucker. I want to see him fight, not fucking wrestle.
That's his style, though. He's more of a grappler.
Yeah, but I hate this whole little UFC thing. Like, I like to see putazos.
I mean, his first fight was a knockout. He knocked someone out in the UFC when he fought.
Bro, that Dan Hooker, bro, versus Allen was the putazos, bro. Allen came out hot, bro.
But
and that's because Dan Hooker went down in weight.
I was at the shop and everybody was watching it, right? And everybody thought because the guy Dan Hooker is taller that he's gonna put hands on him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man,
He just closed the distance.
that's all he had to do, bro. And once he did that, bro. All Dan Hooker saw was fist to the face.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of sad.
But it's
bro.
because he went down in
But-
weight. Different division, bro. He's not used to that
yes,
speed.
and that's
He used to be in that division.
Yeah, he used to. It's just it's a different speed, bro.
There's a different speed, bro. You're lighter.
I feel like Dan Hooker he's a brawler and he's getting to that point, but I feel like he's getting hit too many times.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to learn how to move his head and move his body, get out of range, use your legs. But he doesn't. That motherfucker just wants to stand and bang. He got his ass beat this last time.
Yep, and he's lost three out of his last 4 fights.
Yeah. And they've
I mean, all against huge people,
talent.
but yeah, he's lost.
yeah.
Not this last guy. This last guy wasn't top talent.
Oh,
he was.
in that
He's
division he
undefeated,
was.
bro.
What you mean?
Undefeated.
Yeah, but
no
it's not like it's not a
division.
known talent, fool. That's what I mean.
You don't know him, but
Yeah,
he's a
he
known
is,
talent.
Bro,
Arnold
most of these
Allen,
people
dog.
on this card haven't fought like in a year.
No, they have fought in you. They just haven't fought in front of fans.
Mhm.
That's because they're from London, so they've all been fighting in the Apex. The ones that they were fighting, some of them were like the Tupuria guy and those guys, but a lot of these guys like McCann,
I was listening to a lot of the
Aspinall,
commentary. I mean,
all these guys.
you
have
see the
been in
TV at the
UFC
shop is
for
right
a
next to my
good
thing, so
2-3
I was
years.
hearing a lot of dudes that they haven't been active in a while. Like that girl that did the spinning elbow. The last time she fought was the time that they were here. And last time in London. A few other people that from that region, and that's the thing about the UFC. When they go to these regions, they give these people that have been waiting the opportunity.
The big
UFC,
stage.
come on! The UFC they have so many fighters
It's
all
just
over
that
the
right,
world.
right now because of the pandemic. A lot of them weren't able to travel, but when they did the fucking,
So they had to make
when they did those Abu Dhabi cards. That's when we saw a lot.
Yeah,
of those.
for
That's
sure,
How
yeah.
Kamzat came out.
Yeah,
and all these
exactly.
fighters
Yeah, and
because
that's
of
how he
those
was
Abu
able to
Dhabi
fight
cards.
every week too, because he was fucking. Hey, he didn't get no damage. Fuck it, like keep fighting. Like there was a few dudes that this card were like saying, "Let me fight next week" because they didn't take no damage.
Yeah. So Paddy Pimblett, I want to talk about that real quick because there was a lot of hype behind him coming in, and rightfully so. He's a former champion in Cage Warriors, and 155. And I think the next fight that he wants to go at it is with Tupuria because I think Tupuria knocked him out in Cage Warriors.
Yeah, they were talking shit.
Mhm.
So there's some.
But didn't he
He
call
called them out after,
Cater,
yeah.
though? He called out Cater, didn't he?
Yeah, but
Tupuria did.
Tupuria called.
No, no, no.
Allen called out
Allen,
Cater.
Arnold Allen called Cater, yeah.
called Cater.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're in the same division.
Yeah.
But Paddy Pimblett versus Tupuria would be a good one to make, just because they have history. You have tape that you can
Yeah.
promote it off of.
and Superior's undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I got interested in him, is that he's undefeated and he's also Spanish. And I was like, whoa, who is this guy?
But what kind of undefeated is it? Is it the undefeated that like what's his name? Like Sugar, what's his
Or like
name?
Khabib?
Like Sugar O'Malley, where it's kind of padded.
O'Malley's he's not undefeated.
No, I know, but it was his rise to where he was padded. There was a lot of easy fights on his way to losing to Vera.
But even Vera was at the moment was unranked, so even he was like a
Yeah, but he was known fighter, bro. He had been in the UFC for a while.
yeah. But it's just those undefeateds where it's like they just have an O next to the name, like Kamzat. He hasn't fought
Yeah.
anybody that's big, but he's 10-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
I think Kamzat's biggest fight was that Asian dude. That guy's
yeah,
not known,
up
but
until right now, it
that
has
was his
been
biggest fight.
Yeah,
And
You know what I mean?
that to me was a good challenge. Come on, that motherfucker manhandled this dude,
Mhm.
bro.
yeah.
Walked him and kept talking the whole fight, and then beat his ass. Like that guy's a monster. He just sucks at the UFC game.
Yeah, so
Well, he's coming back with with Darren Till, bro.
in the
What'd you think of Stylebender?
I thought Darren Till was supposed to fight in this card. What happened?
No, he wasn't supposed to fight sword.
Oh shit! So when is this? When is his fight?
I think he's talking about in the summer.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about Izzy talking trash about Darren Till, bro?
I mean,
For-
Izzy's been very nice to Darren Till.
Mm-hmm.
He's been very nice to him. He's been telling him, I really like his striking. I really want
Mhm.
him to get in the win comp so we can meet in the octagon one day. So he's been very nice to him. You know, and this comment that he made while he was watching the fight on his YouTube channel and everything, like, I can kind of agree with Adesanya, but when you look at Darren Till's his point of view and everything, and I saw it, Aspinall asked him to come on the cage with him.
What's up?
So basically, after the main event, when Tom Aspinall gets the win over Volkov with the armbar, he
Calls out Izzy.
No. He goes on top of the cage celebrating, and Darren Till's his teammate and he's ringside with him. So he asks him to hop on the cage with him.
With both of them.
Yeah,
together.
and they're both from London, you know, from the UK. So like it only makes sense to want to ask your teammate to join you and to soak in the moment, you know. And Adesanya on YouTube while he's watching, he's like, "Man, that's not your moment. Get down from there," type of thing, you know, this and that. And then Darren Till goes back in response to him.
But then also his other guy, he's like, let him have this moment. He's never gonna make it. The other guy.
He didn't say he's never gonna make it. He said he hasn't won in a while. That's what he said. He never says he's never gonna make it. He said he hasn't won in a while. No.
That's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference.
Fire.
It's a huge difference.
But the interpretation is what he can take it as what he's saying.
Put some fire in.
But at the end of the day, it's all promotion. At the end of the day, I think Darren Till
Till put on his story. He's like, "Hey, Adesanya, don't talk out of context. This is what it was."
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. Aspinall asked him to come up. Darren Till right now, it's very interesting that he's in this weird realm because he has lost these fights, and now he's training with Khamzat, which is a very wrestling heavy guy. So
they become best friends basically.
To see what's gonna happen in his fighting style.
They're in a bromance.
Up next is gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? Just to see where he takes this. He's called out Uriah Hall next because he was in a Q&A at the O2 in London, and Darren Till said he wants to fight Uriah Hall next, which I think is a great fight for him. Stylistically, he's not gonna fight a wrestler. He's gonna fight someone that's gonna want to stand and bang with him. And he beats someone like him. He can possibly get a fight with maybe like a Brunson or something like that. Someone that just is still up in that role. But as far as that main event though, we saw Aspinall going up against this guy Volkov, which is a seasoned veteran that's fought up against a couple of times. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, he's doing good. I mean, Aspinall is doing good. We'll see like who he can actually get. One thing that was pointed out is his speed. That his speed is pretty quick for a heavyweight. I know you were talking about, what if he fought Taito Avasa, which would be interesting if that ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Bam versus him. See how that works out.
Tom Aspinall's a very fast heavyweight. And I think that up against the Taito Avasa, that's going to be to his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And something about like how the commentators were saying, this guy's been training MMA since he was like 12, 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say he's a very balanced fighter. He has great striking, great boxing, and as we saw, he can take someone down and submit them. So and ground and pound them, man. The ground and pound that he was giving Volkov was pretty vicious. Those elbows and all that stuff that he was doing. So I think it'd be a bad night for Taito Avasa. It'd be a bad night for a couple of heavyweights right now that don't have that skill set of wrestling of
just
grappling.
put him against Derek Lewis, bro.
That would be a bad fight. Be a bad fight for him. But Derek Lewis,
but it's like
the thing about him is that against a Tom Aspinall, that's a tricky fight. Just because Derek Lewis
got that knockout power.
He does certain things that will lure you in, and he's gone 5 rounds if it has to go there. He's gone even 3 rounds, which a lot of heavyweights don't even do that. So things like that are what I see. But Aspinall is a serious contender. I can see him even beating someone like Cirugan and whatnot. A lot of the guys in that division, Rosenstrike. The one thing for me is Ngannou because he's obviously showed his evolution.
But I mean, we got to see how he comes back up from the surgery.
Yeah,
From both surgeries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He went through
we'll have to see what happens.
2 major surgeries, man. Like.
And if he even
even
stays within the UFC, bro.
Oh, he's not going nowhere, bro.
Well, he hasn't renewed the contract yet.
They're still negotiating.
Mm-hmm. All right. About the Lakers, bro.
Lakers on a 2-game winning streak. Woohoo! Is it 2 or 3?
Nah, bro. They lost to the Wizards.
Oh.
Is it?
It's a one game winning streak,
One
bro.
game winning streak, brother.
You're tripping.
Yeah. They lost to the Wizards, bro.
Did they?
They won the game before that, which I can't off the top
Toronto.
of my head.
Yeah, they won against Toronto. Yeah.
But Yeah, they lost that game between against the Wizards, unfortunately.
Are you
Oh yeah, they did.
Yes.
Because that was the night that LeBron passed.
Oh, that's right.
And they
that's
spoiled the night.
Amen.
Because they
Mailman.
had another
The
game.
mailman.
What was the
Porzingis
game
went off.
after that? Was it today?
Yes, and they won today.
Oh, that's right. They almost won against the Wizards.
Yeah.
Fucking Lakers.
think
LeBron
they
had a
were winning that
triple-double
game.
today. Triple-double.
Yep.
That's happened today, man.
All right,
Steph
that's it,
Curry's
folks.
injured.
Just kidding. What can we talk about the Lakers right now, man?
Well, LeBron. Well, first of all, he just passed Karl Malone, number 2 all-time in scoring. Individual, but I mean, it just keeps going. He's carrying
It's dope that he
the
did it in
team
a Lakers jersey, though.
on his back repeatedly. And I think that's just something that he's gonna have to go down for. That even in these times, he's still performing. I mean, he's not playing down to the team around him and all that. And then the Lakers have 11 games left. I think 10 after today.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sitting in the 10th seed right now. So they're fighting up against teams like the Spurs, who are the 11th, and then the Pelicans, who are 9th. And they have 2 games against the Pelicans before the season ends. So that's one thing right now for the Lakers, is that at least for this play-in tournament, they need to keep winning these games, and especially these games against these teams that are right next to us, the Pelicans, the Spurs. We beat them at least. But these 2 meetings, one is in New Orleans, one is here in LA. Steph Curry's injured right now. After getting ran into him? Marcus Smart, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. That guy, and then he damn near kicked Klay Thompson in the face
Yep.
on another play. He
And
did.
then Steve Kerr
Damn
is like,
near.
"You're trying to
I
injure
mean,
my
it's all
players."
good. LeBron got kicked today, too.
Man, but what do you guys think that happens to the Warriors? You think they drop a couple games? It
Yes.
affects their seeding?
No.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna hurt them
No,
that
they're
much.
2 ahead.
They'll be fine.
I think the Suns are ahead of them, though.
Yeah, no, the Suns are way
And
ahead
then
of
I
them.
think the Grizzlies are right behind them.
Suns are way ahead of them.
So it's Suns, Grizzlies, Warriors in third, actually, and the Jazz are 2 games behind them. So
the
the
Warriors,
Warriors-
the Warriors and the
Morant,
Grizzlies
bro.
are 2 games behind each other.
There's no one that's
that
really
Ja
Bro, in the
Morant.
beginning of the season,
way
remember
ahead of each other, though.
the Lakers and the Grizzlies were fighting for 7th and 8th, and now look at them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Grizzlies
John
is gonna
Moran,
be-
bro. Like J. Cole said, bro.
I mean, I'm glad I had his jerseys.
So yeah, I think the Warriors, if they drop a couple games, they might even be in that 4th seed. And going up against the Mavericks, man, that's tough. Luka,
That'd be aight.
what do they have left? They have.
I want to talk about the Warriors.
They still got the Heat left. The Suns once. The Lakers, they play on one more
SoCal,
time.
boy. We from SoCal.
Hey, bro, we were talking about the NBA right now, bro. This number 5 right here don't say just Lakers. It says NBA.
Yeah,
Gonna talk about the
our
NBA.
parties, Lakers, not any other
But
motherfuckers. teams.
hey, man, we're not.
Hey, man,
Look,
hey, man,
look,
hey,
we're
man,
not in
hey, man.
Barcelona, but we're still gonna talk about them and
Hey,
how
man.
they beat fucking Real Madrid
And
4-0.
then guess
Oh,
what?
man.
In that league, guess what teams we're only talking about?
I mean, Manny goes through all the teams. Manny,
Manny,
goes
do you
through
talk
many
about?
leagues.
Manny never talks about Villarreal,
Bro, yeah.
Español. No,
if they
he's
had a
talking
good
about
game that week, he does.
when have I ever had a good
I've
game?
heard him bring up
Oh, wait.
Sevilla. I've heard him bring up Atletico Madrid before.
Atletico, all right, those Atletico maybe.
All right, so then
But-
your argument has crumbled, sir. Can you bring up the
You're
football?
tripping,
What about the
bro.
Chivas?
Football, sir.
Chivas.
Yeah, you don't even. That's irrelevant as fuck. You didn't even say nothing about that.
That's his team.
Nah, but if
He's
it's
like,
soccer,
that's-
if it's soccer, we're supposed to be covering everything, right?
we brought up Querétaro the other day,
Cállate,
bro.
vos, soba huevo ahí.
So let's talk about this,
He's
brother.
watching talk about the
Manny.
MLS too.
Tell me about why you think Real Madrid lost this weekend.
Well, several things.
Tell me.
Come on, bro.
Injuries.
Mhm.
One.
All of a sudden.
Key
Number
player that was out.
Benzema.
Thank you.
Calf
Why
injury.
though? Why was he out?
Calf injury.
But why? That's what you think while he was out?
No, he's calf injury, literally.
Okay.
Plus they.
But what did he do a couple days before this Classico?
I don't know. You tell me. What did he do? Because apparently you know, and I don't.
Bro, I mean, you're the soccer expert. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. What did he do?
What he didn't just have a hat trick?
Yeah, the Champions League. He
Exactly.
eliminated
So
PSG.
how many days before this game it was?
I don't know, bro. LeBron be having 50 points and then takes the next game off, bro. Like it happens.
Yeah.
bro.
When has LeBron taken it?
It happened a couple weeks ago, bro.
Yeah,
a
he
couple
did.
like a week ago, where he had his 50-point game against the Warriors, and the next game he was like
didn't
knee
play.
soreness.
And that's
Yeah.
my point. This was playing in the Champions League. Real Madrid always fucking plays good in the Champions League.
Yep.
This is just another Classico.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't play in this game. LeBron James knew Hey, Matthew Stafford's going to be in this game. Bet. Kanye West is going to be at this game. Drop 50 both games. That's the difference. Or CR7 drop he balled when Tom Brady was there, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ball out when you know who's in attendance.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, what happened with Real Madrid, bro?
But who was in attendance that Barcelona smashed on Real Madrid? Is my question.
It's a Classico. It's just like
it's a Classico.
this was Real
Here, all right, let's get one thing
Barcelona
straight.
was due for one, no?
Hey, all right, let's get to
that's
it.
for sure.
Get to it. All right, so the one thing that I want to point out is that Real Madrid doesn't have left backs right now. Marcelo is already posted in his IG that he's retiring and he's becoming a barber.
What the fuck,
bro?
I sent you the story on
I'm
Sunday,
surprised.
bro, and you didn't see it.
I didn't. Let me see that shit.
all right.
again. Hold
I
up.
saw that shit too. And
All right,
I was waiting for his response. But yes, go
He's
ahead.
retiring from soccer and he's becoming a barber.
He already has
opened
the
up
barber
his
shop and
barber
everything,
shop
yep.
and everything.
in Brazil.
Yeah, and then
He wants to be a TikToker.
and then Mendy, which is the other left back, is also injured right now, so they don't have left back. The other thing is they only have one right back, which is Carvajal. So their defense right now isn't the greatest thing. The other thing is they don't have enough strikers. Ancelotti has them where they have them right now is a freaking miracle. But I gotta throw my flowers and my props to Xavi, bro, because Xavi, he took advantage of the transfer window, the January transfer window, and he made the right loans. He got a free transfer in a Boomerang, and all those things have helped him build the team that he has now. The fact that before this game, I said it last week, he was already 12 games undefeated within just La Liga, and he's also brought them up from 10th place, bro, all the way to 3rd. I mean, that says a lot about what Xavi has done and the effect that he has on these players. So you got to throw your flowers at them. He's done an exceptional job, and that's what you saw is that Real Madrid didn't even play that game. They came out expecting like a very whatever Barcelona, and Barcelona just ran through them, bro. Ran through them.
Pause.
You know, and like I said, a Boomerang, bro. He scored 2 goals in that game.
He had a good cross too.
You know, to Torres. Yeah. So it's like he did a lot to destroy that team. So hey, for me, I've even said if they're able to keep this up, staying undefeated like that, there's even a possibility they could end up winning the league. You know.
I was gonna ask you that too.
I think it's a possibility that if they keep going the way they've been going of not losing games, and just winning, it's a possibility. I mean, there's still about like I think 10 games if I'm not mistaken, a little bit more than that, like 10, 11 games left in the season for them to do something. So
okay, can I correct? After,
10 games left.
After further research, he's not gonna retire to become a barber. They created a fake barber shop for his jewelry collection that's being sold.
He's retiring, bro.
But he's not gonna be a barber, bro.
Yes.
They created.
He's like, yes.
It's on his IG, bro.
And the IG of the jewelry collection says we created a fake barber shop. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Right.
Thank you, Byron. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hasta la próxima.
Have a good night, y'all.